Have you ever needed to buy a product or a service for your office or OpCo and you're not quite sure how to go about it? Have you ever wondered why there isn't just a simple procurement guide that all MTNers can use? Well, there is good news for you. MTN has recently launched the MTN Global Procurement Policy, a set of overarching rules and guidelines for the procurement of products and services across all MTN Group companies. Managing MTN's global spend is an important part of running MTN Group companies efficiently and effectively. MTN can optimize costs by buying at optimal prices or by minimizing inefficiencies within the supply activity. This supports our vision of becoming a world-class procurement organization. So what is MTN's procurement strategy? MTN has implemented a central category-based approach aimed at providing OpCos with the economies and benefits by leveraging MTN scale. Two major categories have been identified for technology, commercial and indirect spend areas. The first is central categories, where global sourcing company and global trading company set strategies and contracts and manage supplier relationships governed by global terms and conditions and the related catalogs and price books negotiated for the group framework agreement. The second is local categories, where local procurement sets the strategies and contracts in consultation with local functions and end users. Let's have a brief look at how the procurement process works. The procurement process within MTN consists of 9 main areas. The first process is strategic sourcing, the methodology used to ensure successful implementation of category or sourcing strategies. The buyer model is the MTN methodology that should be used to ensure uniformity in sourcing. The strategic sourcing process is executed through the right supplier selection process, where prospective suppliers are pre-qualified to become MTN-approved suppliers. Selected suppliers are then subjected to the Global Evaluation Framework, a set of key evaluation considerations for all sourcing activities, which allows a balanced evaluation of the supplier. When selecting a supplier, at least one of the following criteria must be used. Competitive bidding, where at least 3 quotes are required. Analytical techniques such as price or cost analysis. Competitive evaluation, where price may or may not be a criteria. Or early involvement partners, teaming or proof of concept. Supplier negotiation and feedback should include price, terms and conditions, quality, lead times, flexibility, payment terms, warranties, and so on. The optimal negotiation process is a reverse auction through the e-sourcing platform, where a clear scope is determined, enabling suppliers to bid against their competitors to secure the award. MTN procures products and services through a written contract. No verbal agreements are accepted by MTN, and no supplier payments are made without a contract or purchase order. MTN is also committed to supporting local competitive industries and local empowerment initiatives, which recognizes MTN as a role player in local communities and industries. Lastly, the procurement process also provides for special situations, exceptional circumstances, and emergency purchases. These are purchases that fall outside of the normal procurement processes and need to be demonstrated and mitigated before approval. So what procurement tools are available to you? MTN e-sourcing is a mandatory online procurement tool. It's a faster, more transparent and fairer way of facilitating requests for quotes and conducting negotiations. In addition, MTN's Spend Analytics platform helps us to compare spend drivers across suppliers, business units and spend categories, identify and act on saving opportunities, manage suppliers effectively, and make informed procurement decisions. So, you may wonder, but I know the products and services better. Wouldn't it be better for me to request pricing and negotiate with the supplier directly? Well, the answer is no. Procurement is the custodian of all commercial discussions and negotiations. In order to ensure segregation of duties and limit MTN's risk profile, it is imperative that you ensure that procurement is involved in all scoping and requirement discussions to ensure that your requirements are met with a complete view of total cost of ownership. You do not provide any verbal commitments to suppliers. Remember, no supplier will be paid without an authorized purchase order or contract unless payments are for government fees such as taxes and general expenses. you support procurement in facilitating and managing supplier performance. You can also assist procurement by ensuring that all approvals have been obtained prior to sending your request to procurement, providing clear and complete descriptions of goods or services needed, and by checking the current warehouse inventory to see if the product is available in stock. Finally, as an MTNer, you are expected to familiarize yourself with our Code of Ethics and associated policies and uphold MTN's ethical standards. So now that you have a basic understanding of the MTN Global Procurement Policy, we encourage you to engage with MTN Procurement both at group and at your OpCo to establish an efficient working relationship and to embrace MTN's procurement strategy. Also, register for the Global Procurement Policy e-learning and become an expert. The MTN Global Procurement Policy, acquiring your future.